Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. Today is June 27th, 2025, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Nasdaq, US Tech, surges to new all-time record highs. But first, looking at today's major economic events, so 2:30 South African time, from the United States, we have a PCE Core Price Index number coming out. Now, looking at the markets, it's very exciting. Looking at the Forex symbols, the euro breaks through to new yearly highs as well. And looking at the indices, the Dow Jones catching up to the Nasdaq, and looking at commodities, gold takes a turn to the downside. Beautiful inverse relationship. And as we look at the stocks, it's the same thing. They're following through. It's JP Morgan, Nvidia, and Microsoft that are breaking through to new all-time record highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Euro USD making new yearly highs. Now, it was a lagging indicator. It's becoming a leading indicator. It used to trail behind the British pound, and now it's leading it before the British pound is actually pushing higher. So this is super important, especially now as NATO kind of settled down, as that summit with President Trump happened, as things are ironing out between the differences. We can get back to business, and that's exactly what the markets are doing. They're getting back to business. So the euro getting much stronger here versus the US dollar, and the GBP just not, okay, which is kind of interesting. It's stalling here, so we may see a turnaround for the GBP on the downside. Now, jumping into commodities, I'm not going to go over crude oil or natural gas, but I do want to look at gold, as it does sell off to 32.96, sitting on support, and we're below our moving averages here on a 4-hour chart, and on a daily, this is super important. We're looking at the 8-day closing in on the 30-day moving average, and if it does cross over, well, guess what? That will probably lead us further down and give us more of a sell-off to the downside. Okay, so very important. Now, looking at the Nasdaq making new all-time record highs, surging higher on the back of the tech stocks, and as we look at the Dow Jones, finally picking up above this range and catching a cold from the Nasdaq. Okay, it's actually catching up to the Nasdaq as it's closing in. So what's pushing the prices higher? All right, so Microsoft continues to make new yearly highs. Okay, we're going to look at a daily chart on its dead highs. It sold higher and it closed on its highs. Tremendous strength in Microsoft. Okay, what else is showing strength? Meta pushing higher as well, closing in on its all-time record highs. And if we look at Netflix, that one is an absolute monster. 1,300. This thing was trading at 900 and then finally breaking 1,000. Look at it. It's just it's on fire. Okay, $1,300 for a stock. Unbelievable. Now, looking at the other components. Now, the other two components have been very strong. Bank of America closing in at its record highs. Okay, also, as it's making a big comeback. And if we look at JP Morgan, making new all-time record highs. The entire sector, the entire financial sector, not just the banks, the Goldman Sachs, the JP Morgans, they all made record highs. Super important in this kind of environment. So it's the specific tech stocks and specific stocks on the Dow Jones, namely the bank stocks that are pushing higher, and I do expect it to continue in this direction. Now, lastly, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin just stopping here, unchanged on this level of 107,429. It is in a choppy market. It is trading in a wider range, but it's still in a range. So keep that in mind for today. So going into the weekend, I do expect strength to finish off strong. Maybe we'll take a little bit of tapering off, but altogether the markets have been very strong this week after things have been ironed out. This is Razak. I wish you a great trading day. Thank you.